emails, for example, right? So our task now is to make these 3 fields compulsory. Obviously, you can make more fields compulsory if you want, or if you think it's needed. Let's start by heading to the text form and adding a validator parameter followed by the formal parameter. Then in the text form field, we have to pass the validator parameter that we just created inside the validator property. The use of the validator is to check if the text meets our requirements and to return an error message if it doesn't. Let's tap into the validator property of the first name text form now. The validator accepts a function, and in the function we're gonna put a parameter called text. The text parameter is going to get the value that the user types in the text form field. Let's open the braces and check if text.toString is empty. If it is empty, then we will need to return an error message. First name is required. And that's what the users will see if they don't fill out the field with their first name. Just a small reminder, in the regex video, I explained how to filter texts. In case you're using an SQL database instead of a NoSQL database like Firestore, the text filtering concept is something you should really keep in mind. It will help you to secure your website even more. That is, it will prevent cyber attacks like SQL injections that are performed by entering SQL commands in the text form field that contain words or signs like script in angle brackets or asterisk. Cross-site scripting can also be prevented with this method. And let's copy the function since we have to use it for all of the text forms where the text is compulsory. I'm gonna paste it in the email text form now, and of course replace first name with email. Message is also required, so let me type it here. And that's it. At this point, we have to trigger the validator. In order to do that, we are gonna use a form widget and a key. Form needs to be on top of the widget, under which all the text forms we want to validate are present. In our case, it's gonna be this column widget, so let's wrap it. As you know, the form widget needs a key, and with the help of that key, we will be able to access an action of the form widget from the Submit button. The key is an identifier, and here it's going to trigger all the validator methods in all of the text form fields that are placed under the form widget. So let's create the key right now. I'm gonna name it form key, it equals global key. Then let me specify its type within angle brackets. In our case, it's gonna be form state. Let's go ahead and in the onPressed function of the submit button, write form key current state validate and add a null check. So what will happen is that on pressing the submit button, all the text fields connected to the form key will be validated. Now we need to connect the key with the form widget. To connect the key, let's tap into the key property of the form and pass the form key. Let's reload it. It's gonna take a moment. I am not going to write anything in any of the text form fields, as we want to observe if we get any errors after leaving the first name, the email, and the message empty. Let me click on the submit button then. And as you can see, the text forms got validated and we have got the error messages.